My
Way back
aunt
too.
would find random thongs and other girls' clothing that wasn't hers. Ah, shit. I think we're just iconic bitches that just get on the mic with our bitches.
Not your Instagram feed sponsored by Yelp. Like,
We're a bundle of fuck, so I hope you guys enjoy this bundle of fuck.
what's up, y'all? Bienvenidos a tu new favorito podcast, Tengo Chisme, where we're bringing you entertainment, laughter, and chisme. And before I introduce us, I just want to say thank you to everyone who watched the first episode, whether it was on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, reshared it, all that shit. I'm your host, JC, aka Kickster. And for my beautiful host today, we have the one and only.
Joanna on the mic.
And this is JC on the track.
Hi, guys. I am Joanna. This is my bestie right here.
Yeah, this is my bitch, and I needed someone good for episode 2, someone crazy, someone to match my energy and match my freak.
We're gonna
I
talk
needed Joanna.
that shit.
I wanted to
Okay.
bring out Joanna, but I feel like you need a nickname because I have Kickster, but
Everyone calls me Joe.
that's what I was gonna say. But
Yeah.
I feel like if you were on Flavor Flav, what would have been your nickname?
Saucy Joe.
Saucy Joe? That was the trap name though.
That was my trap name, and guess what? It stuck.
Period.
I made money with it, and I'm running with it.
Because I feel like with New York, I love how she has her name, and you always call me Kickster, and I just feel like I love it.
Yeah, it's because I met you as Kickster,
Yeah, I never introduced myself as anything else but Kickster.
especially because Lana knows you as Kickster.
Period. We'll talk about that right now, but I want to dive straight into the Cheeseman, your guys' submissions. I have Cheeseman number 1, but I want you to read it. It's like a whole bunch of screenshots, so you read it. It starts right
Okay.
here where it says my aunt and uncle.
My
This is Cheeseman submission. Oh,
My aunt and uncle, that's already fucking like, goddamn. Okay.
I feel like I sound like Miranda seeing my submission.
Okay. My aunt and uncle have been married for about 10 years now. They have 2 kids together, and everything has been good until recently. Dun, 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 dun.
This is
Ma-
a long one.
Yeah, I'm like losing my breath.
You're going to
trying
have to
read it.
swipe.
You're going to have to go.
Yeah, we're going to have to
My
do playback
aunt
speed too.
would find random thongs and other girls' clothing that wasn't hers. Ah, shit. She knew they weren't hers because it wasn't her size. Damn. She didn't want to confront my uncle just yet. He works from home. Sorry. He works from home and she has to go into work every day. One day she was going to work only half a day to see if she can catch him in the act. So when she finished work around lunchtime, she drove back home and she was expecting to find another girl at the house with
She
my
went
uncle.
Home and then how did she go back? I lost that.
So she went to work and she only worked a half day. After she was done working her half day,
Oh.
she came back home to see if she can catch him in the
act.
So when she finished work around lunchtime, she drove back home. She was expecting to find another girl at home with my uncle since he works from home. She enters the house and he's dressed head to toe in women's clothing. He had a bra, panties, and heels on. He even used my aunt's makeup to put on makeup on. She didn't even know what to do. She just left without. Hold on, I lost my story.
Wait, is this Bruce Jenner?
I didn't know Kim Kardashian.
It's like
Hold
not Kim
on.
Kardashian watching thing with cheese, man.
That's crazy. Left without saying a word. It's been a month since this happened. Plus the kid's been living with my other aunt in the meantime. She doesn't really know what to do in the situation or what to say to her husband. She's glad he wasn't sleeping with another woman, but she's weirded out, and he's been cross-dressing this entire time.
Bitch, this is like when the popcorn reading when you pick the ESL kid to read.
Bitch, I was in ELD.
Really?
Yeah, bitch. Do you think she should end the marriage or work with him and work it out? They've been together since high school and been married for 10 years. That's crazy. Do you
That
think
was
he
a lot to digest.
Yeah, and then he was like, "Do you think he wants to transition to a female? Wants to be with the guy? Do you think the kids should know about this?" They've been asking questions on why they haven't seen their dad, but my aunt has been telling them he's been having long days at work.
Wait, so that doesn't make that part didn't make sense to me though. Like,
What?
how are they asking where's dad? Like, I thought they
Well,
didn't end the
no.
marriage.
No, she's contemplating on ending the marriage. The kids are staying with another aunt.
Oh.
So he has a couple uncles and aunts.
What would you do if you walked in with your man in like in your clothes?
I think mentally you go through the process. I think we've seen this in reality TV with like the Kardashians. So I feel like I've been kind of mentally prepared for this moment. But I think it kind of preps you into asking the real hard questions like, are you okay? Like, why have you been hiding this from me?
Right.
Have you used me? Do you think you're entrapped in this marriage? Do you think that you can be yourself in this marriage? And then after he answers those questions, if he even feels comfortable answering those questions, then you start asking, bitch, are you gay?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's where my mind went to because there's a lot of people who cross dress because like straight guys like that. Like, cause it's almost like not messing with trans girls, but it's like because you're a guy but you're dressed like a girl, so it kind of like it not justifies it. So it's like now I'm like, are you sleeping with other men too, or you're what? Like, what's the point of
Well,
dressing
you
up?
know, there's such thing as I've met a guy. She transitioned, was born a male, and now is a female.
Mm-hmm.
She said that when he was with men at the time
When
at
he
the
was a
time
male.
when he was a guy,
Uh-huh.
he was like, I didn't like it, so I started dressing like a female, like more, you know,
Yeah, feminine.
promiscuous, wigs, makeup, and I started getting all this extra attention that pushed me into transitioning to a female. So he didn't even know this feeling until after he transitioned. So is there like a doubt in his head where he thinks about it where I can't get
Yeah.
unless I'm dressed as a female? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
It's almost like male validation though, because like
Yeah, but like swapped. Yeah.
kind of. No, well, how would it be swapped?
Well,
Like it's
because I'm
another
talking about
mind.
a female.
No, I know, but like validation from a guy. Wait, like he transitioned, like now she,
Yeah.
and getting attention from males, right? So that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying, male validation.
Well, yeah. But in this case, he's trying to get validation from his wife. I want to know if they've been sexually active.
Right.
Because
Put a
if
girl on. No, like no. What if he was like?
Put a girl
What if he was like? Let me wear like you know, scary movie. When he makes her put on the football jersey, like that's what I'm thinking. Like, was there
like
ever?
this, Ray? Yeah, like that.
Like, was there ever? Like, did he ever do something like, let me put it on, or like put it on me?
That's crazy. Or maybe he is.
Hold
I
the
don't
mic
know.
closer. Child, don't
Dude,
forget.
my wrist hurts.
Dude, try carrying this shit weighs like 20 pounds. Yeah, maybe I should get the mic because at the first I didn't want the stand. But anyways, back to the thing. I don't know because I just feel like if you well, then do you think okay? Well, in this well, I don't want to talk about your friend that way, but like, do you think they didn't want to be transgender? They just wanted validation because they weren't getting it in the beginning. Like no shade, but
I never asked that question. I really mostly asked like what was leading up to this transition, because when I was growing up, he was beautiful. Like he had luscious, like longer hair than any of the females that I've known. Even myself, I have really long hair, but he had this confidence that just exude who he
right.
was. And so for me to find out that he was transitioning into a female because he kind of like the attention and validation he was getting.
Because I feel like it's a king, though, like it's a guy, but in their head, like I don't know if it makes them feel better because they look like a girl. I'm talking about
Yeah.
cross dressers now, just
Okay.
sort of reference, not transgenders, cross dressers.
Yeah. But I feel like that leads up to it, because if we're talking about cross dressing, we have like one representation of it that it's been kind of plastered on all over the internet since like decades, and it's Bruce Jenner. Like I feel like for me, I don't know much about it because I haven't been around it, and I'm
Right.
straight. And like for yourself, I'm not part of that community, so I feel like I'm not as educated on that fact. I wish we had someone here that
Well,
could guide us to
yeah,
that.
Danny would have been perfect. Well, for me in this case, because I know someone.
You know Danny, so
Yeah.
in your head, like you guys are best friends, and I know him. Oh my god, I love him.
Yeah.
He slays his eyebrows.
But Daniel does it for himself, not for anybody else. That's why, like, I don't understand that part of like
and I don't
he did
think
it
he
for
would also lie
attention.
about it.
No, because like I think at one point, like growing up, like after like high school, like still like freshman in college, not really like growing up, but you know what I mean. Like in our younger age of our friendship, he would say like I'm not really sure. Like I like my masculine side, but I also love my feminine side, like getting makeup and all that stuff. But because he liked it, not because it gets me this and this. Because
Yeah,
then I
like
feel like,
some sort of attention from some
right.
certain people.
Because some people don't want that attention because, like, do you fuck with me because you like me or because I'm your fetish or, like, kink?
That's crazy. Has he ever had like
Well, yeah,
a
on dating,
relationship like that?
not long term from what I know, but I mean, sexual probably, but from what I've seen, like, on dating apps, some guys that are super masculine, they're like, I only want transgenders or cross dressers. Like, if you're,
Mm.
like, a dude, like, they'll block you, like, I'm not interested, like, only transgenders.
That's crazy that you guys have to like. Well, your friend and my friend would have to deal with things like that.
No, honestly, the gay community is so weird because there's people that don't like feminines. There's people that don't like masculines. There's like so many in betweens that even I feel like I'm not educated because I
It's
feel
like
like
a
I'm
web.
older.
It's just, but that's also okay because everyone's entitled.
I feel like
to
if I was
feel
4 years
like-
older, I would probably get it. Well, I'm not saying I don't get it, but I think I would
like
be
you
more
would understand.
educated. Yeah.
You would understand him.
But maybe because I grew up in like a big Mexican household, it was always like machista vibes.
Well, not even that. We're talking about a Mexican household who submitted this. We're talking about it not being accepted. Also, like, and trust me, I grew up in a very like Mexican like. I cannot be a no sabo kid,
Yeah.
kind of like it's
Are
look.
you no sabo?
I think I am now. I hate saying it, but I feel like I have very much been Americanized.
Right.
Because like in high school I remember being forced to be in ELD, like English learning development classes, and my teacher specifically telling me to my face, imagine just being told your first language can't be Spanish, it has to be English, and because of that reason you can have what are those classes where you can pick like that you could be
Electives?
electives, like I wasn't not allowed to have electives
Because
because
you had to be in ELD.
hmm
Did you even speak English though?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I scored out. Like, you know when you take your
Yeah,
written
yeah.
tests and stuff like that,
Yeah.
like I scored out. But these programs get um
But
the
you were born here, no?
yeah, but when you have kids it changes. I only know this because now I get school packets for my child,
Right.
and it asks what is your child's first language.
Oh, native language. So they put
Yeah,
Spanish
so I
for
put
you.
but it's the truth. My parents are not English speakers.
Yeah.
My dad barely can hold a very solid basic conversation of like say, hey, you need new car tires. Hey, like what would you like to order for food? You know, things like that.
Right. To get
But
by.
going back to the topic, we're talking about a very strict Mexican culture, as in the uncle is probably not going to be accepted. Like, and he knows the wrath the family's going to give him.
Yeah, and I think Well, I want to go a little bit back to like the last question said, should she leave him?
Um
Well, actually, since I'll answer this one first because I think it's okay. I can say it because I'm gay. Like, if my man was transitioning, I would probably leave. But should I not say that?
No. I think for like me, if like God bless Leo, like, but if it was like Leo and me, I would very much ask these questions
Yeah.
because you like, I feel like for her, like, how old are these kids? That would be like my first question. Are these kids like older?
Like 8, or are they like 18? Like,
Because if
like
we're
they can
like
move
talking
out.
like how I am, I'm in say I'm married, I have Ezra, 3-year-old. I have to think about that a lot.
Well, yeah.
Like it's a baby, and then you have like say you have like little young adults like 10, 12-year-olds. That's completely different. Like they understand basic knowledge
What a
where
gender,
yeah,
yeah.
this is actually a big topic. It's because it's Bridgerton. I feel like everyone's seen Bridgerton.
I've
How
never
they
seen Bridgerton.
you never seen Bridgerton. So in one of the books, I forget her sister's name. One of the Bridgerton sisters got married to a Sterling, like something Sterling, and they're brothers, the Sterling brothers. And in the show, because I think the producer director, she's super queer. Is that
Yeah,
what
queer's an exception,
Okay.
but yeah.
like she's super queer, and that's okay though. Like I love that, diversity into films is like what's needed too, because everyone needs representation. But in the book, her husband dies, and then she falls in love with like the brother. But in the show, they switch it for it to be a brother and sister, so they make her queer too.
Oh. I mean, I guess it's cool because it's like, it would be almost same like when you see like a Hispanic win or something, a Mexican. It's like, that's dope because that's me. Yeah, like in cartoons. Wait, there was this. I think there's a cartoon. It's like it's not
cartoon?
Peppa Pig, but it's like a
Peppa
pig.
Pig.
It's like a pig, and it's like, well, I don't know. I need to fucking find it.
That's crazy.
When I find it, I'm gonna
can
insert it because
never.
no, it was like a cartoon. They were just saying like,
Because
I don't
like
know if it was Thomas the Train or something.
Thomas the Train's gay. Imagine. Holy shit.
No, I think they said he was trans or
Holy
something.
shit. Thomas the Train is trans. Oh my god. Hold on.
And SpongeBob has autism, or on the spectrum.
I can see that. Okay, back to the topic.
Anyways. Well, short story. I think that you should leave him or have conversations like, is this something that you want for your life or is like you do for fun? But even, I don't know, even if my man did it for fun, like I personally am not attracted to that, to femininity. So I think I would leave.
I feel like for her, it's the family. Like she's thinking, I feel like that's the first thing as a Mexican you think about. Like, damn, if I leave, what's my mama gonna say?
And there's always those tías chismosas like,
Oh my
se
God.
quedó con él y se viste como mujer.
No puedes creer eso. A mí me vale verga que te pongan como mujer, pero que me lo da.
Well, okay, wait. Now that we're talking in Spanish, talking about the señoras, I went hiking this morning, and I love hiking in the morning because there's always the tías like chismeando, like walking. And I was behind this group of two little tías, and they were talking. They're like, ¿Cómo crees? Fulano y su novia ya se movieron, tienen su propia casa, y le pedí una llave a mi hijo because it's her son's house. Like they moved out. Like her
The
son,
mom is asking for a key.
yeah, to her son's
hell
house.
no.
And the girl, she's like, ella no me lo quiere dar. And she's like, yo merezco una llave de esa casa porque es mi hijo. And then the other day I was all like, pues sí, tú lo ayudaste con, like, you know, he stayed at your house all this time, he didn't pay rent, like, you deserve to have a key to the house, and the girl doesn't want to.
Why does if my mother has never asked me for a key, and I've lived in so many different places, like in so many different homes, but that is she in love with her son. She's in love with the idea of her son. I always say this: when moms can't let go of their sons, they have a fantasy, like they have like a fantasy and romanticize their child. And to me, that's effing crazy. If I would wait for my son to offer me a key, I will never ask. The only time my mother has my key or Leo's parents have my key is when like we're going to Europe. They're gonna have our copy keys
Right.
because they need to come and watch our dogs
Yeah.
and house sit. But that is that's weird.
I would not give a key. I just feel like the suegra, you need, like, we moved out, you need to just stay in your place. Like, girl, don't even come over here. Like, for what? Like, what's the purpose of having a key? Like, why are you going to come in, like, unnoticed? Like, there's just no
walks
point
in
of having a
imagine-
key.
Oh hell no.
I just love hearing the Senora Chismes, like, in the morning. It's just so funny to me. But at the end of the day, I think you should talk to him and do what's best for you and your family. If you want to leave him, girl, leave him. Let me know what you guys think, if she should stay or if y'all would stay, because I want to know. But in that case, do you think that would make him a pathological liar? Because I want to go into the route of pathological friends and people.
Child. He's a pathological liar. If he's been lying this whole time in a marriage, like what else has he been lying about?
Do you have any experience with pathological friends?
Oh my god, I do. I very much do.
Should I start with mine?
Let's start with yours and then we can go into mine.
Well, my ex-best friend, she would lie about any single thing. In high school, we were going to go to prom. She was like, I have an uncle. He has a limo company. Like, don't even worry. No one booked the limo. Like, we'll get it. 2 weeks before prom, we're like, hey, girl, like, where's he going to pick us up from? She's like, oh, let me ask my uncle. I think he might not be out of town. A week before prom, she's like, oh, my uncle's not going to be in town. He can't do the limo driver. So we had to book someone else. Then she's like, hey, guys, we should go to New York because my uncle lives in New Jersey. He has a house out there. We could just stay and take the train. And we were like, okay. We're like, let's book it. We started looking at days. She's like, oh, my uncle said we can't stay at his house. Like, for every little thing, this bitch always had an uncle for something. And she just lied about everything.
The first question I'd be like, damn, how many brothers does your mom have?
You know what's funny? I don't think I've ever seen, like, a family picture with all these alleged uncles.
That's crazy. And you met my tios.
Girl, I never.
Yeah, my tio
when?
Vicente, like at the baby
Oh, baby.
showers and
Was he at
birthday
the Star
parties.
Wars party?
Yep, all my
Yeah.
uncles were there.
But now she only lied about that. She's lied about death. Like, when Paul Walker died.
Cha, I can't wait to get into this because I got some good shit for
When
this.
Paul Walker died, she was so devastated, which RIP to him. It's not, we're not laughing about this. But my friend, we knew she was a pathological. We were like, let's test how much she would lie. And we were like, it was at lunch. We were like, oh my God, this person died at 27. And she was like, no, I loved him. She's like, first Paul Walker and now him.
My heart can't take it anymore.
She was literally like so heartbroken. And it's just like, I don't know. I gave her a Special K brownie once and I told her it was an edible and she believed it.
And she pretended she was high as hell.
Yeah, I was in high
Child
school.
of ghetto.
I was trying to be on my skinny era and I had a Special K brownie. And I told her, do you want an edible? And she believed it.
Was she like, duh?
She was like, oh my God, dude, I feel it already. I was like, and then I was like, bitch, it was a Special K. And she was like, I was just testing you. I know it wasn't anything. I
Oh
was
my
like,
God,
girl,
she's
no.
stupid. Oh my
I
God.
don't know what else she's lied about. I need to think.
She lied to the cops anyway.
We're not going to get into that.
I can't.
That's a no for the podcast. That's still a pending court case at this point, so I don't know about that.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, no, she has so much liars, but like, what do you think is the furthest your friend? How far would you take a lie?
I have a friend. She lied about her boyfriend having a heart attack.
I don't have any words like that's for real mic drop. Not the clogged artery.
Should learn that in chapter 2.
Wait, so do you think the boyfriend exists? Or
Okay, let's go back to like the beginning. Like, so my homegirl was like, she just met him or whatever. At one point we saw like money being sent to her and like we believed it. So we believed it for a little bit, you know?
She was transferring from her Wells Fargo account to her Bank of America. She named herself Sugar Daddy.
Hey, people do that shit and that's crazy.
Lie about a sugar daddy?
Yeah.
I can never lie about a sugar daddy.
I had a couple. What a great time to be
I've
alive.
actually had this guy buy me 2 chains before. Actually, my first like chain, I was gonna wear it today. My first chain, this guy bought
memories.
it for me. Yeah.
So she met him through like those apps. I'm not quite sure what app, but one of those apps. And he was sending her money one time, and then she said she was getting flown out to like to Vegas. And so she flew out to Vegas, but the whole time like she forgot to turn off her location. We looked at her location, and she was at a funeral home.
Wait, so
you think she would be in Vegas, right? But a homegirl was at the funeral home.
well, she was getting ready for that heart attack she
Hold
gave
up,
him.
hold up. And not even that. A couple like weeks ago, we have a group chat, and one of my other friends had screenshotted like her dinner picture and reverse image it. Bitch, she took it off Yelp.
You're lying.
No, I got proof too.
She went on Yelp?
Yeah.
That
And
actually,
then when then like we asked her like, oh my God, how yummy, like what restaurant this is, she gave us a whole different restaurant name. Like, but we knew what restaurant it was because we found the Yelp. But we so we found those Yelp pictures. So I kept telling into my head like, oh, so all those pictures when she was in Vegas and she was posting that she was like at a resort and stuff like that was all like Yelp, like Yelp or like Google image pictures. And at that point, so I didn't think she was a pathological liar. I just believed it. I'm like, I'm minding my own business. I don't give a f what you do with your life. Like nobody cares about my life, right? But we have a group of friends, and one of my group of friends was like, I've been catching her in these lies, and I'm telling you now, like, you know, I'm
telling you right now.
She like brought all the receipts, and I was like, and then from that moment when someone brought it up, everything like that she was putting on the internet started looking suspicious.
Not your Instagram feed sponsored by Yelp. Like, how you gonna post your dinner and it's from Yelp?
Like, girl, it's fine if you eat a cup of noodles. Like, it's fine. Like,
I want to go back to something about the reverse image search, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh my God, we have like, I wish I could show you guys, but there's like, literally we have like a vanilla of like
a manila folder of all her receipts.
But hold on, I'm not done yet. It goes crazy.
Okay,
like,
go. She needs an intervention. Have you guys done an intervention?
Yeah, because you know how like I mentioned like the heart attack.
Uh-huh.
That guy that she was meeting up with in Vegas and stuff at the funeral home, all this stuff. She said he got a heart attack.
That's taking it too far. I feel like once.
But then hold on, but to me, what's crazy is that when all these specific things are happening, why is your location off? My location don't be turning off for nothing unless I'm at the mall
Mine
and
do.
and Leo told me to not use a credit card. That's when I'd be turning off my location.
An intervention is needed, and I've had multiple interventions with my like lying
But
friend, and it got
no,
nowhere.
but there's like 6 of us. Like it's six. It's a group of like
Girl, it
six
was
friends.
6 of us, like 5.
I'm scared.
It was me, Daniel, Gio, and my friend Esperanza, and one other girl.
Well, and not even that. So we have a friend who she just recently got into a relationship, right? And she got a bed count. She got a bed count.
What's that?
Like she's fucked multiple
Oh, she got a
men.
body count.
Yeah, she got a body count. She got
Oh, I
a
heard
but,
bed count.
Yeah, a bed count. Like how many
Oh.
beds have you been in?
Ooh.
Not homegirl trying to match her.
She
like-
she trying to match her body count?
Yeah, and it was giving it's giving like like evil roommate vibes. Have you guys ever seen
My
like
roommate for hell.
like roommates from hell? Yeah, like it's giving like
Who
I
the
want
fuck did I
to
marry?
be like who the fuck did we befriend?
Who did I move in with? I hope you catch her one day and there's still like the white border, or like when you go on Yelp
It's so
and like
crazy.
you see a little profile
No,
picture of the person's
we
name.
we caught her. Like we all caught her, and I think everyone was just kind of scared of saying something. And I think that's what kind of annoys me because for me, I didn't even like look into it, but I'm like, I want to reverse image the picture myself because they were like, if you do it, like you'll see it. I was like, let me do it. So I
it's
did
different when you see it in your eyes and
yeah, so I did it myself, and I'm like, oh my god, like everything that they've been saying that she's been lying about, it's like, damn bitch, you are fraud.
I don't know.
But I care about her and her well-being, and her family, so it makes it kind of a harder position.
It's hard being friends with a liar because you try to help them, and they tell you what you want to hear, or they'll cry about like how it's because of this and that, and then they go straight back to lying the next day.
Oh, let's not even get
Okay, what if she confronts you about you? Actually, I don't think even if she saw this, I don't think she would have the balls because she knows she's lying.
Well, babe, I'm not the one.
She's
that
gonna
caught
lie
it.
again and say she didn't watch it. So
Yeah, well, I'm like, babe, I didn't do it. Like, I'm just repeating. Well, not really repeating because I did have like my 2 cents in after I saw it with my own eyes. After I did my own research, on
Right.
it, and kind of like started like looking into it. It became apparent that she's been lying to all of us, and I don't like being lied to.
it's like, can you still be friends with someone at that point? It's like, when do you know like all these stories they tell you or like their trauma, they try to get close to
I
you?
think, but then is her trauma a lie?
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you know like what's a lie and what's not?
Like, you've already lied to us so much. I feel like at the end of the day, there's no excuse. You just have to own it.
And if she's lying about traumatic events, like right now about the
Like
heart
a
attack,
heart attack,
and all this
and then
stuff,
her
it's like,
child being at the hospital too. Like, that's crazy. For me, I would never put that in the universe. Like, put me in the hospital before my child. You know what I mean? Even
Well, I've lied
my
to work
man,
and
but
said-
like I do have a boyfriend. Like, my boyfriend's real. He's real. Like, together for 9 years. Like, very much alive. Very much still pays my bills. Like, I would never lie about him having a heart attack. That's crazy to me. That's crazy.
Wait, no, but I want to go back to this. I want to say this. So when you talk about the reverse image search, this girl, she said she had a prom date. It was in high school. She said she had a prom date, and she showed us her pictures, and we were all like, "Girl, that's your man?" She was like, "Yes, he's coming from like a Rialto high school or like some other high school, like kind of close by." And we're like, "Dude, like his Instagram's brand new, like maybe 100 followers at
Made a
the
fake
most."
profile.
She lied about her prom man, and I went to his following. And all his alleged friends that were like commenting were all fake profiles too.
No,
And I knew
that's
it was a
real
fake
catfish.
account because she named him like Yvonne dot last name. So what I did, I went Yvonne and the last name without the dot, and you found the same man. Like she didn't even change the name.
So you found the real profile.
Yeah, and we were
That's
like,
crazy.
"Girl, you know your man has another Instagram." Like, what are you talking about? And we showed her. I was like, "It's just the same name without the period."
She's probably like, fuck.
Like, at least change the name. Like, that was the easiest thing. And this was in the peak of catfishing when that show just came out.
That's crazy.
She should have been on it. But there was something else I was going to say. My ADHD didn't let me get to it. It was about prom and lying.
Not even that. We still have to talk about sex.
That might have to be for part 2. Might have to take a little breaky. Well, how should we wrap it up? Oh, okay, wait.
Don't lie.
Wait.
Don't lie to your friends.
Yeah, don't lie
Point,
to your friends
period.
because one thing about me, I'm gonna find out anything. That's the one thing I can't stand as a liar because I will always find out the truth no matter what.
I just think that's like beyond. Like, how old are you?
I'm 26.
I know. I'm just saying, like, for real, but like, I can't.
Cause I be grown. Like, just tell me the truth. Especially for me, like, I don't get mad if people
And
were to
it's
tell me the
fine.
truth.
Like, you claim to be this and that, but like, as soon as we, like, the truth is always gonna
You
come out.
fraudulent asshole.
Yeah, like, bitch.
Okay, no wait. So before this is probably gonna be 2 parts, but before I end part 1, I saw this question online and I really want to ask you because I just want to know: would you rather be bow-legged or pigeon-toed?
Wait, what's bold like?
Where like the knees like go in.
And you walk inwards?
Yeah,
Or
but it's
pigeon-toting, you're
but
pigeon-toting.
yeah, like pigeon-toed, but from the knees. Or like I think bow-legged is like. Let me show you a picture of bow-legged. Have you know the girls like Boston CEO? She's
No.
like, you have now been promoted.
No.
You never seen that?
No.
Okay, I even know how to spell bow-legged. Wait, you really don't know what bow-legged is? It's like the legs, like it's like pigeon-toed, but it's like with
I
your
feel
legs.
like I would prefer being pigeon-toed. I don't want no one to fuck with my legs. At least with pigeon-toes, you can stand straight, though.
Right, at least for the
Like-
picture. But if you're bow-legged,
If you're bone-legged, you're going to look all chueca in your photos.
please look up bow-legged on your phone.
Let's see.
Anyways, I
Okay.
want to know y'all would rather be bone-legged or pigeon-toed. Let me know in the comments because this is interesting to me.
It's crazy.
But once again, I'm JC, aka Kickster, aka that bitch, aka your host for Tengo Chisme, and this is.
Joe, it was so nice meeting you guys.
We'll see y'all. Oh,
You guys, this podcast episode is sloppy, but that's just me and him. We're sloppy.
oh,
We're a bundle of fuck. So I hope you guys enjoy this bundle of fuck.
period.